Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. L'Orient Express à destination de Strasbourg, Munich, Vienne, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia et Constantinople va partir. Les passagers sont priés de monter à bord des voitures. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Orient Express is now leaving for Strasbourg, Munich, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia and Constantinople. All passengers should be on board.
The Last Express is a role-playing point-and-click murder mystery adventure that was originally released way back in 1997 on PC and Macintosh. 2 decades later, it has now found its way to iOS and Android mobile platforms, and I'm very pleased to say it has aged quite gracefully. It offers an incredibly unique, story-driven experience that has the player waist-deep in the middle of a murder mystery, while navigating events that occur in real time. The game's design is old by today's standards, but many of the aspects that made it amazing in 1997 still stand out today in 2017. Gamers looking for a compelling and interactive old-school murder mystery need not look any further, as The Last Express is the perfect mystery to solve. The Last Express begins with Robert Cath, an American doctor on the run from British and French authorities for reasons not immediately known, and it's established that Cath received an invitation from his friend Tyler Whitney to join him on board the Orient Express. In Tyler's telegram to Cath, it was also implied that Tyler wishes to discuss something very important, and is the main reason that Cath was invited on the trip in the first place. Upon boarding the train, Cath goes to his assigned sleeping compartment only to discover Tyler's bloody and mutilated body lying on the floor, and with the only clues being a perfume-scented scarf and a special box meant to house a missing circular object, Cath takes it upon himself to expose Tyler's murder and get down to the bottom of why Tyler was on the train in the first place. While the story runs its course over 3 in-game days, the player must become familiar with the train and its inhabitants in order to piece together what occurred in Tyler's compartment. The cast of characters is broad, with many from different nationalities. For example, there's August Schmidt, who is a German arms dealer on board to conduct business with Tyler, or there's a mysterious Austrian violinist by the name of Anna Wolf that Cath happens to spy leaving Tyler's sleeping compartment just before discovering his body. There's even an enigmatic art dealer referred to by train staff as His Excellency, who has a servant that just happens to let herself into other people's compartments for unknown reasons. All the characters are incredibly well acted and voiced, and intriguing with their own unclear motivations, which just fueled the drive to solve the mystery even more. The timeline of events is governed by an almost real-time in-game clock. Certain events must occur or specific actions must be taken in order to advance the plot, and this can sometimes reveal different outcomes or endings. This allows for significant replay value and kept me busy, as I replayed many different events to see the different outcomes. This system also allows for the player to rewind or fast forward time to find a specific event to replay. And in 1997 there weren't many games with this mechanic, so it adds another layer of tension because the player is literally on the clock for every second. The control scheme in The Last Express is easy to use and works well for a mobile game ported over from PC and Macintosh. The touchscreen is used to navigate the train in a series of still-frame environments, and the player has access to a hint system, inventory, and a pause menu, which is where the player can rewind or fast-forward time. In similar fashion to Resident Evil, collected items can be examined and in some cases modified to be used to gather additional items integral to the storyline. While most of the transition from PC to mobile platforms has been smooth, there are a few aspects that did not translate as well. Some areas, for example, where there are multiple objects to interact with, have many arrows and hand symbols covering your screen. And for me, this kind of took away from the immersion as it felt like the game was trying too hard to hold my hand. In addition, while navigating smaller areas, the inputs to change direction can kind of become close together, and this often resulted with me making inputs I did not intend to make, like, for example, me turning left when I meant to turn right, or looking up but wanting to look down. Revisiting The Last Express was absolutely wonderful and very nostalgic, and the same aspects that made it groundbreaking in 1997 still hold it up today in 2017, where it's evolved from being a 3-disc computer game to being playable on the go. While some aspects didn't transition as smoothly as one would have hoped, strong voice acting and strong sound design mixed with an incredibly intriguing murder mystery make The Last Express hard to not recommend for mobile gamers and murder mystery enthusiasts alike.